The trial resumes tomorrow. Harlem has claimed the lives of 6 members of the same family. 4 of them are children. Right now, officials are on the scene giving an update on the investigation. Let's listen in.
Starting with our fire commissioner, Dan Nigro. It's the live version.
Okay, as I said earlier this morning, this fire call came in at 1:40, and we were here in 3 minutes. And when the firefighters arrived, fire met them at the door of the apartment. Fire was out the windows on 2 sides of the building. It's a large apartment on the 5th floor, 6-room apartment. Firefighters pushed in rapidly, but were unable to save the members of this family who were found in 2 bedrooms. Preliminarily, we believe the fire was an accident and that it started in the kitchen on the stove, quickly extended out of the kitchen, and eventually involved every room in this apartment, including the 2 rooms where the victims were found. It's a difficult operation for the department. We're in the life-saving business, and we take this very personally when we're unable to save this family.
Thank you, Commissioner. I want to thank all of the community members and leaders who are here. I want to thank the borough president for being here with us in solidarity with this community. Now I want to turn to NYCHA Chair Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This has been a very tragic day for the NYCHA family. What we know about this building is that there's 62 units and contains 129 families. It was constructed in 1910 and renovated in 1994. Our records indicate that a smoke alarm combination carbon monoxide detector was installed in June of 2017 and that it was tested in January of 2019.
Thank you very much, Chair. Okay, we're just going to take a few questions and then there'll be more briefings as the investigation proceeds. A few questions now, please.
I heard several neighbors that nobody heard any sort of smoke alarms in the building, and that they were only able to get out because neighbors were banging on doors and were video themselves. Is there a risk that the smoke alarms will go off?
We want to investigate that very question. And as you heard from the chair, there had been a smoke alarm installed. It had been tested this January. The whole idea and the whole reason for the fire department investigation is to understand everything that happened, but we can't conjecture at this point.
Is there a way to determine how people were not able to get to a door or a fire escape from the bedrooms that they were in?
Well, the kitchen is the closest room to the front door, and the fire escapes from this apartment are on the side of that apartment opposite from the bedrooms that were in this corner. So they were unable to get to either the door of their apartment or the windows that are on the fire escape, and that was it.
The smoke detector is battery operated.
What is the policy on checking the smoke detectors?
So the policy at NYCHA is that there is an inspection every 2 years, and then any time a maintenance worker goes into the apartment, they are required to check the smoke detector as well as several other items for safety.
Mayor, can you just tell us just your reaction, just coming up on the scene and just seeing it and seeing the devastation?
It's horrible to look at, and it's, as a father, just thinking about that, you know, yesterday evening 4 children went to bed and they're gone now. It's very, very painful. We obviously need to know everything that happened here, but, you know, most importantly, our hearts and our prayers need to be with this family.
Commissioner, I know it's very early. I know that the indications are that the fire started in the kitchen, perhaps the stove. Does it run through your mind? Is there anything that perhaps from a family or from a city perspective could have been done preventively within the kitchen or on the stove to have prevented either some sort of overheating that led to a fire?
Well, we educate folks to not leave the stove unattended when they're cooking. What exactly happened in the apartment, we'll never know. And how the fire started, where it started, we'll be able to tell. How exactly that happened, we won't.
Last one.
What was that question?
What damage is done to neighbors?
There is some water damage below, and there is some fire damage in the apartment directly above as the fire went from the windows of the fire apartment to the next floor.
What relationship does a 33-year-old man have to the
Last one, go ahead.
What relationship does a 33-year-old man have to the 45-year-old mother and the
We'll get that back to you. There'll be a fuller briefing later as more information occurs. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We have been listening to fire officials give an update on the fatal fire in Harlem that killed 6 members of the same family. Just to recap some of the things that the mayor just announced, more than 100 firefighters arrived to the scene within 3 minutes of the call coming in. The family members were found in 2 bedrooms. Officials believe that the fire started in the kitchen, but that those family members were unable to get to any emergency exits because of where the kitchen was located. Also, we do now know that the fire alarm and carbon monoxide detectors were installed in that NYCHA housing in 2017. They were checked again in January of 2019. No word yet, though, on if they were operating at the time. We will be continuing to get updates throughout the day and following this story closely. Right now, though, we're going to be taking a quick break right here on CBSN New York.